ready.
I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy. I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane.
Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name option is set to current away.
Put me in the game.
Edit. Entering. Ready.
All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Entering play call screen.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Play type, error, AHD01 trap. Square button. Triangle button.
First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it.
Circle button.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Entering play call.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Max, right. R1 button. R1 button.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Bench switch, but seems from a person 0-1 verticals. Vertical dagger. AHD speed off, drive corner, stretch, over pivot, drive trail, DDL stop, RPO, stretch alert, AHD slip field, AHD slip screen.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
AHD Bengals formation, play, RP, AHD slip screen.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Max protect, square button, audible, circle button,
To throw is
square
Watson.
button.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Bohorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Corner, option, tack, sun drops, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 30 options. One plan. 3 to 4. Cover to invert.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Entering play call, special teams, have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
3 to 4. Option is set to a 15 play. Choose the player to replace. You have 11 options. Choose a new player. Choose the formation. Odd error for categories.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets his...
Enter. Coach. Pop-up menu. You have 3 up. Entering. WR selected. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 2. Slot 6. Slot 1. Slot 3. RD. 3D. SLWR select. Slot. 3DRB selected. Slot 2. KR selected. Slot 2. Slot 5.
For about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards
on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 34-yard line.
R1 button. R1 button. Square button. R1 button.
Here's Watson.
R1 button.
And this is incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Formate. Option. Drip. Inside zone.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
In motion, the tight end. Running for it. Here's Chubb. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
There are 7 categories.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
9 plays, you have 12 options.
Play action. Now Wilson. Try to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Corner post.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Circle button. Cross button.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku, finding room at midfield, and they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Circle button.
Here's Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 38, Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And stick nod. Stick nod. Circle button. R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button. Cross button.
Now a first down
Circle
throw,
button.
Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Doubles wide forward.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of
Circle
schedule.
button. Triangle button. R1 button. Circle button.
To throw again on
Cross button.
second down.
Triangle
Watson
button.
over the middle.
Cross
That's hauled
button.
in by Isabella. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Pistol. Option is set to wings. Formation. Jet touch pass.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Right. R1 button.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet
Cross
sweep.
button.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Formation. Same. Option is done. Option is set. Wings. Formate. Option. Jailbreak screen.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Button. Square button.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Triangle button.
They run it again with Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Square button. Square button. Circle button. Circle button. Square button. Square
Watson
button.
on 3rd down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Some drop, from Nickel. 3 pod.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wilson. Steelers touchdown.
Entering play call.
Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Have 6 options. Return left.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
0-1, vertical, tagger.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Cross button.
Now Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Player to replace. Formation. Y-stick. Corner.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
R1 button.
He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Entering play call.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Gun plan. DB sting. Gun plan. There are 7 categories. Defending. Formation. Cover to invert.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Wilson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Defend medium, defend deep pass, defend outside run, defend deep, defend medium pass.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Nickel. Auction is over. 1 Robert Chris.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, report to it that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to do it.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Auction over. There are 4 odd. Cover 1 hole.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Entering play
Pat from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Single back. Options. Roll. TD up and goes.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Circle button. Circle
Watson
button.
now to throw.
Circle button. Triangle
Escaping
button.
the pressure
Circle
right.
Button.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Stretch, drive corner.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Square button, out left. Cross button.
Throwing
Square
again
button.
is Watson.
Square button.
And incomplete on a deep ball.
It's just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cross button, flat, triangle button. Cross button.
Now it's
Triangle
Watson.
button. Triangle button.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First yard touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left to
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Enter, stretch alert, over pivot, drive trail.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to
Square
go.
button.
Now remember, they were
button.
just out here a moment ago through the
Cross
pick
button.
6, so we'll see if they can
Triangle
take better
button.
care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it can get started.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Watson.
Cross button.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button.
Here's Watson.
Cross button. R1 button.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Square button. R1 button.
On 1st and 10, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play develop, but they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Circle button. Circle button. R1 button. Circle button. R1
Again,
button.
it's Watson. Able to find Isabella. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Triangle button. R1 button.
Second down and goal. Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Big nickel. Nickel. Dime. Nickel. 2 to 4 DBL mug. There are 7 categories.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Spread.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Entering quarter 4 big nickel 2 to 4 DBL mud.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. What was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Type 12 place. Choose a player to replace. You have 11 Choose a player to replace. Choose a new play. Choose a player to choose a new. Choose formation. There are 9 categories. There are 24 subcategories. Option is set to type 12 plays. You have 9 options. Gun is selected.
The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
Entering click PHP Mesh. Paslada PHP Draw.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Max protect. Triangle button.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Triangle button. Square button.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
R1 button. Circle button. Square button. Cross button.
To throw is Watson.
R1 button.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Eagle H, punched key. Tight. Tricks key. Build. Punch. Snug. Bench. PHP. Pets. Doubles flex W. Doubles Y off. 4 verticals. Slants.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Square button.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Option type. There are 4 categories. You have 7 options. HD stretch is selected. Circle button. Triangle button.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Max protect. Right. Square button. Cross button.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
Cross button.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Flat. Circle button. Triangle button. Flat. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Here's Watson.
R1 button. Cross button.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button. Square button. Square button.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Square button. Triangle button.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Option is set to bunch T. There are 8 categories.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Triangle button.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Play type, Jets, zone fix, inside, Jets, zone fix, inside, Jets, read, zone fix, inside, zone. Coach suggest, gunplay, formation, gun, option is, concept, 0, vertical, dagger, HD, dagger, R1 button, triangle button, R1 button.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Wilson 1.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Spread.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Option is evens. Cover 4. Tampa Bay. Cover 3 bus. Special 4-3 odd. Give cushion.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's what this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Corner.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end.
Circle button.
Watson to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
Square button. Triangle button. R1 button. Triangle. Out left. R1 button. Triangle button.
Watson.
R1 button.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Circle button. R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle
to throw,
button.
Watson.
Triangle button.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Triangle button. Circle button. R1 button.
Here's Watson.
Triangle button. Cross button.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Vertical. Dagger. HD. Speed option. Coach suggestions. Gun plan. Player. Option. Gun. Option is set. DBLN. DBLN. Square button. Circle button. Cross button. R1 button.
They will
R1
indeed
button.
snap it to Watson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
R1 button. Square button. Cross button.
Now Watson.
R1 button.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. it bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Cleveland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Entering post-game screen, you have 5 options. Finish game. Entering online connection survey pop-up. How would you rate the network connection quality during this game? Franchise is selected. Entering player Kareem Hunt. You have 6 options. Upgrade is selected.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these down me?
You have 6 options. Upgrade is selected. You have 6 options. Build general. Nick through 4. James Hudson. You have 6 options. Agile. You have 6 options. Upgrade is selected.
Oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high.
You have 6 options. Upgrade is selected.
So open up your eyes. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy.
You have 6 options. Upgrade is selected. You have 6 options. Agile. Agile. Entering week skip. Entering franchise hub screen home. View message. Breakout player is selected.
God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory.
Entering week skip. Entering franchise hubs. Players red. Break short week is selected.